Alright, so I'm still working on my best movies of 2025 list, but here are the top 10 movies that I'm looking forward to seeing in 2026. Starting alphabetically, of course, with Avengers Doomsday. The first Avengers film in 7 years is reuniting Marvel characters from every corner of the multiverse, so of course I have to see it. But given all of the course correcting that Marvel has had to do in the past few years, it'll be interesting to see if they can get general audiences to come out for this event. Will Doomsday feel like a genuinely satisfying experience, or nothing more than a desperate ploy to get their old fan base back? I guess we'll find out in December. Digger. Tom Cruise starring in an original film from Alejandro Iñárritu sounds fun, and the teaser trailer only reiterated that point by featuring a lesser-known Gorillaz song from their fantastic album, Demon Days. It felt really good to hear Oh Green World in a theater auditorium, so I definitely want to see this comedy of catastrophic proportions. Disclosure Day. I am so happy to see Spielberg directing a big budget film again. The trailer for this movie gave me such a rush of nostalgia simply for having that old school classic Spielbergian vibe. A huge sci-fi adventure with horror elements sprinkled in definitely feels like Spielberg to me, so I can't wait to see this one. Dune Part 3. I absolutely loved the first two Dune films, so there's literally no reason for me not to be excited about this one. Sure, I wish the cinematography was done by Greg Fraser, but given Denis Villeneuve's expertise as a director, I'm sure the movie will end up looking just as good as the last two. So, as someone who has never read any of the Dune books, I definitely want to see how the story of an older Paul Atreides will play out. The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender. It's a shame that this movie is being released on Paramount Plus, because I was really looking forward to seeing it in an actual theater. Now, I can only hope that the film will turn out to be so good that Paramount is convinced to give every future Avatar movie a theatrical release. But whether the film has a theatrical release or not, I'm just looking forward to seeing Aang and his friends again. The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'll be the first person to admit that this movie looks underwhelmingly small in scale, but since this is the first Star Wars movie in 7 years, there's no way that I'm not going to watch it, especially since I am a fan of director Jon Favreau. I like his style, so I really hope that this movie will turn out to be good, because Star Wars could really use a win right now. The Odyssey. Being the huge Nolan fan that I am, I cannot stress how excited I am for this film. If Nolan can make a regular biopic feel grand and epic, then I can only imagine what he could do with a literal epic tale like The Odyssey. And if the rest of the film is anything like the IMAX prologue that's currently playing in front of Avatar: Fire and Ash, then I'm sure we're all going to be in for an epic treat. Project Hail Mary. I love a good sci-fi story. I genuinely loved the last Andy Weir adaptation. I personally like Drew Goddard's writing style. I like directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller, and I like Ryan Gosling as a leading performer. So, yeah, I think this movie looks great. I'm not a fan of how certain plot beats seem to have been spoiled in the trailers already, but hopefully the movie will still have a few good reveals left up its sleeve. The Social Reckoning. I do wish that David Fincher returned to helm this sequel, but I seem to like Aaron Sorkin's directorial style more than most people, so I have faith in his ability to do this movie justice. I'm sure it'll be good. But given how long it's been and how many changes have been made behind the scenes, I want to know if this project will feel like a genuine sequel to The Social Network, or if it'll operate as its own standalone film. And finally, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Given all of the excitement and anticipation surrounding Spider-Man No Way Home, it's hard to believe that that film is already 5 years old now. And since it's been so long since we've last seen him, I definitely want to know what Pete has been up to this whole time. Especially since that story is being told by director Destin Daniel Cretton, who previously worked on awesome movies like Shang-Chi and Short Term 12. So hopefully this movie will turn out to be just as good. And those are my top 10 anticipated movies of 2026. Be sure to let me know what you're looking forward to seeing this year, and be sure to look out for my top 10 movies of 2025. And as always, thanks for watching.